The day is November 15th, 2024, or it is here in Thailand. The Buddhist year is 2567. Today is the Katina ceremony here at Wat Nong Pa Pong. So now we'll just take a walk through, see what's going on here. So you see people already sitting down here trying to be a part of the ceremony. This is at the entrance. And so this is the Katin ceremony. Katin, it means the frame of that was used to construct and sew together the monks' robes. It's a wooden frame. Katin is a Pali word. And so this is a ceremony that revolves around the monks' robes. It's a It's an annual Buddhist ceremony. It takes place either October or November after the conclusion of the 3 months rains retreat. And it's a ceremony that most Southeast Asians celebrate in countries like Laos, Cambodia, Vietnam, Sri Lanka, Bangladesh, and even Malaysia. And it's considered to be very important and meritorious. So on this day, you see the lay people bringing food, donations, utensils, various usables, and especially new robes to the monks. So here we see some lay people um, donating some food. They brought some food with them to the temple, and now they're just handing it over to the kitchen staff. You see this lady putting some items in the bowl, and many people brought food today. There was a ridiculous amount of food, enough to feed a small army today. And with all the food, it needs to be sorted. And so here we see the sorting operation, sorting all the food that comes in into individual bowls. You see all these volunteers and kitchen staff here sorting the food. And after the food's sorted, we see the layman bringing the food out. It's ready to be offered to the monks. And that's what we see here. We see the food being brought over to the monks and offered. So the monks can't just take anything. They can't just take stuff. They need everything that they use needs to be offered to them. So the food is being offered, and then you can see the monks bringing it to the table. In Thailand, the word katin actually it also refers to the monks' robes themselves. And so the ceremony is officially called Tot Katin, and the word Tot it means to lay or drop, to drop down, dropping down the robes. And so this practice of giving new robes to monks actually originates in a story from the Vinaya. So 2600 years ago, a laywoman donated some pieces of cloth to the Buddha, And after the rains retreat, the Buddha gave those pieces to his community of monks and told them to make it into a robe. Following that, they should present it by vote and assembly to one of the monks whose robe is most worn or is most deserving of it. The process of making the robe must be finished in one and the same day, requiring every monk to participate. So it's from this story that this tradition of Katina came about. So it just involves the monks, but now you see it's become this big ceremony or festival involving as many people as we see here. In fact, there's a famous Thai monk, Bhikkhu Buddhadasa. He remarked that the Katina was just one other numerous ceremony that obstructed the true meaning of Buddhism. The true meaning of Buddhism meaning the purification of body, speech, and mind. But he says, quotes, but nowadays it has become an affair involving ceremony, fun, and games, loud laughter, and money seeking. It is just a picnic, and it is devoid of all desirable results and originally intended. So, I hope, yeah, my opinion is, I don't want to keep this video opinionated, to be honest. I'll just, uh, I'll just describe what's happening here. So here we see the main chapel, or like the main Dhammasala, and you see the monks' robes coming in here. The lay people, this is the Taut Katin, the laying down of the robes, right here. And you see maybe like hundreds of robes, newly manufactured. It's another thing that in the Buddhist time they definitely didn't have machine-factured robes. They had to sew them together, they had to dye them themselves. It was a lot of work, but now these are all just store-bought. So you see the lay people just sorting them, organizing them, stacking them, and they'll later be handed over to the monks. And you can see there's definitely an excess of robes here for the amount of monks. But this event also functions as a fundraiser, meaning the robes that are not given away to the monks would just go back to being sold again. And this is some footage from the next day where everyone has gone home.